Patricia woke up early, as she always did on school days. But today was different. Instead of getting dressed and heading to class, she sat in her pajamas at her desk, staring at her laptop screen. On the other side of the screen, her teacher was teaching through a video call, and Patricia could see her classmates' faces in the small boxes arranged on the screen. Patricia missed her friends. She missed the cafeteria at school, where they would all gather to eat and gossip and laugh together. She even missed the awkward silences that sometimes fell over the room during lectures. But most of all, she missed the sense of community that came with being in the same physical space as her classmates. As the teacher droned on, Patricia's mind began to wander. She thought about all the things she could be doing instead of sitting at home, staring at a screen. She could be outside, exploring the woods behind her house, or riding her bike through the neighborhood. She could be reading a book or drawing in her sketchbook. But instead, she was stuck here in this virtual classroom, feeling isolated and alone. As the day went on, Patricia's frustration grew. She felt like she was just going through the motions without any real connection to her classmates or her teachers. She began to wonder if this was what school was going to be like from now on, a series of video calls and online assignments with no real sense of community or human connection. But then something unexpected happened. As Patricia was typing out a response to a discussion question, she noticed a message pop up in the chat box. It was from one of her classmates, a girl named Emily, who sat a few seats away from her in the virtual classroom. "Hey Patricia, how's it going?" Emily asked. Patricia was taken aback. She had never really talked to Emily before, and she didn't know what to say. But as she typed out a response, she felt a sense of connection that she hadn't felt all day. Maybe this online class thing wasn't so bad after all, she thought. Maybe there was still a way to make it feel like real school, even if they were all scattered across the country. From that moment on, Patricia made an effort to reach out to her classmates more often during class. She started participating in discussions and asking questions, and she found that she was able to form small connections with her classmates, even though they're all apart. And even though the virtual classroom couldn't replace the real thing, Patricia knew that she was lucky to have this opportunity to learn and grow, even if it wasn't in the same way as before. What was Patricia doing when she woke up early in the morning? Patricia was sitting in her pajamas at her desk, staring at her laptop screen. Why did Patricia miss her friends and classmates? Patricia missed the sense of community that came with being in the same physical space as her classmates. She also missed the cafeteria at school, where they would all gather to eat and socialize. What was Patricia's initial reaction to the virtual classroom? At first, Patricia felt isolated and alone in the virtual classroom. She felt like she was just going through the motions, without any real connection to her classmates or teachers. What changed for Patricia during the course of the day? As Patricia began to reach out to her classmates more often during class, she started to form small connections with them, even though they were all apart. This made her feel less isolated and more engaged in the learning process. What did Patricia realize about the virtual classroom experience? Despite some initial difficulties adjusting to the online format, Patricia realized that she was still able to form connections with her classmates and learn new things. She understood that while the virtual classroom couldn't replace the real thing, it could still be a valuable opportunity for growth and learning.